Well, this is John Black, Super Chemist. I think we're on part 5. I just want you to realize how much they normalized bashing men. So much that they can be so evil and just think, and then think they're victims. I got another woman, okay? She's broke up with her boyfriend 10 years ago. He never did nothing to her bad. And to prove that, let's see what the last 10 years have been like. For 10 years, she's lived at his house. A nice big house, a couple, 2-3 bedroom house or whatever. Yard and everything. Two garages, each of them has a couple cars you can put into. You know what I mean? She's living there for free, 10 years. Probably getting electric, gas, and all that other stuff too free. And yet, the last 3 times now, 3 times, we've been talking, and she just, I hate him so much. I hate him. I mean, I shouldn't say it because she's like a pretend Christian, so I don't want to say that, but I just hate him. And you know what she's talking about? 10 years living there free. And all this man wants is on Christmas Day to have his mother, dad, or whoever, his brother, whatever, his family over for Christmas. That's what makes him evil. That's why she clenches up. He has all that anger to the core of her being. I hate him. I hate him. Oh, she don't. No, I can't say that. Oh, no. Yeah. How evil can you be to get? That's like 70 grand just in rent. Not talking about all whatever else she gets from him. They're just friends. They don't hold hands or kiss or anything. Nothing. He just lets her stay there. I have no idea why. But they've normalized bashing to the point where you have videos, millions of them, where women are just hitting, punching, pulling her hair in there, just punching them. Taking bats at them, all this kind of stuff. And you look under the video, all you hear is all these women, yeah, get him, get him, get him. No matter what horrible, whatever. There are literally channels right now that are just based on that. They don't say they're based on that, right? It's just a man and a woman couple or whatever doing TikTok videos or whatever they're on, YouTube videos. But every video, pretty much, the woman is just punching him, literally. This ain't just one woman doing this, and that's why they're TikTok algorithm will jump, she'll be jumped up to the top. You know what I mean? And all the women in the bot, go see how evil they are. Go watch one of these videos and then look underneath, and you will see all the women just like, it's disgusting. It's like I said, I feel like I'm transported back into the 1800s when I'm around my family, right? And they're like these supremacists, like the way the slave owners would be talking to their slaves and stuff. That's how I get that vibe, feeling now. But it has been so normalized that a woman can just start punching a man in the face for no reason out in the public and say he didn't do anything. She can say he didn't do nothing to me and walk away, and everyone's like, "Go, girl, go." A woman. Every time, all my sisters, all my women I've ever known, you know what I mean. Every time when they want to break up with a dude, right? They're always every one of them, every last time. I want to break up with my boyfriend, but I use him for this. I use him for that. I want to break up my boyfriend, but I use him for this and I use him for that. First, I need to get someone that's going to do that for me. What does a man say? Man says, he doesn't say, I want to break up with her. A man usually says, at least in my, lifetime, he usually says, I don't want to break up with her, but she's so mean. She's cheating so much. She's doing this some horrible thing, you know what I mean? Whereas the woman is, I want to leave, but I use them. But man is just a horrible person. He's just a horrible man. The gender that is on a ship that's sinking, and the first thing that man does, that gender, is they round up and make sure that all women are safe and put onto the lifeboats, okay? And then what does that gender do? Oh, they stay on the boat and die, okay? There's not enough room on the little boats. Yeah, that's the gender. The gender that is labeled provider and protector. That's the gender that's abusive. Okay, this all makes sense. You know what I mean? The man, when there's bullets flying out in public, and the gender that sacrifices his body and is willing to die for the other gender, he's the abuser, huh? Okay, well this all checks out. You mean every man, okay, in this country, all right, and really in the whole world, since birth almost, as soon as they can talk, they make an unspoken oath, a vow, when they see a woman, being hurt, that they will stop and help them. And if a woman is in distress, like broke down on the side of the road, every one of us, every last one of us, me, everyone. It doesn't matter how low. I was a low life most of my life. Even me made that oath. All of us did. Although I take that oath back now that I see that everyone just spits all over it. Yeah, but that's the gender that's the abuser. Okay. And this thing, like, women actually, they literally hate, they don't care that we do stuff for them, you know what I mean? All I've ever seen in my life is women getting free gifts, free this, free that, DEI programs. That's all they get is like free social programs, everything for them. And the man gives and provides, and the women take. But the man is the abuser. The taker isn't the abuser. Okay, well that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But I wanted to bring up one more thing before I end this video or whatever, right? I want to bring up my mother's leg, right? She's in the hospital. She's not dying, right? But first 2 days, I didn't know what was going on. I thought she just had a broken leg, right? Which she did, but I guess it's just serious or something when you're old. So I'm just thinking, well, so what? Like, I mean, I didn't say so what, but I was like, well, she's going to get a cast and she'll go home. You know what I mean? Then the next day, she's texted me, my sister, saying, that she's still in the hospital and blah, blah, blah. And she's, bleeding internally, and she's there. She has to choose if she wants to die or if she wants to get this fixed. And and my mother said for the last 10 years that she's ready to die. You know what I mean? She's old. She can't get around. Some people, when they get that old, they're just ready. You know what I mean? And so I forget what I was talking about. Oh, the leg. So anyways, so she's telling me after 2 days that, that they've decided to not fix her leg, and she's internally bleeding, so she's just going to die. You know what I mean? She'll, they have her on an IV thing, or what do you call it, where they give her blood. They got her on a transfusion thing, so that she's getting blood as she's losing it. But if she decides to do this, they're going to stop that. She won't get no more blood, and then she'll bleed out inside her leg or whatever, and she'll die. Okay. So I'm going down on the third, and at this point, I don't even, when she brings this up, I'm like, what the heck is going on? I thought she had a broken leg, for God's sakes. I'm thinking, you put a cast on it and send her home. What is happening here? Yeah. But I guess when you're old, it gets shattered and, blah, 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 the bone. So anyways, so she says, well, look, we all decided she's going to just die. So once they take her off the blood transfusion, she's going to bleed out and die. It's not going to take 10 years. So we were all everyone was planning to go down the next day, right, to be with her for, you know what I mean, even though she was kind of in and out here and there. She had, half the time she was very lucid, you know what I mean, very, you know, aware. So we went, and either way, we want to just say goodbye or whatever, because she's going to die, right? I mean, you know. And my entire life, especially this last year, since I've been talking to family, it's all I'm so tired of women telling me being truthful is mean. Being direct is mean, okay? You're a liar, and not only that, you're so stupid that you got the deep state actually in society actually tricked you to think that honesty and directness, honesty is being mean. Like, are you mentally retarded? You know what I mean? But anyway, so now I've been demonized the whole. I literally was shutting off people before this because I was trying to hang out with these relatives that are women. Because I just, every time I'm direct or just honest about anything, I'm mean. And I'm not mean. Actually, they're mean to me. You know what I mean? They'll say some crazy thing like the sky is green. And I'm like, no, the sky ain't green, it's blue, man. Now I'm a mean person. I'm a horrible person. I said, I disagreed. Yeah. So anyways, I'm getting rid of these people. Now I'm at the hospital, right? And I want to make sure that, you know, whatever's going on is going on, you know what I mean? Because she's going to die here. You know what I mean? I got to ask some questions now. So the doctor comes in, or whatever she was, and yeah, she was a doctor. And I said, listen, are you 100% sure that she's bleeding internally? I mean, I know 2 days ago it was for sure, you know, but now that she's laying here for 2 days, are we sure that she's still internally bleeding? Is it 100% sure? Because my thinking is that if it's not 100%, let's say it's a 50% shot, right? Well, what if even if it's a 90% shot that, you know, she's going to die? What about the other 10%? What if she stopped bleeding internally, and now you haven't fixed her leg, so now you have to re-break the leg so that you can set it, and she'll be back here, like, you know what I mean? That would make, and you know, if they got to break the leg again, and it was shattered to begin with, she's going to be screwed more, you know, big time. I mean, she's going to basically be stuck in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? So I'm being direct and truthful to the doctor, right? And I'm like, hey, is that going to happen? Are you 100% sure she's bleeding internally? She goes into this flowery speech. You know, it's a woman, right? Everyone involved here is a woman until I come along, right? She says, well, what we're going to do is when she gets, you know, she's got to, the doctor's going to come here, we're going to take her to the hospice, and we're going to blah, 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 blah. She's going, I don't know what exactly she said, but she's going into the procedures, what's going on. But as she's saying it, she's acting like, oh, there's a chance that she isn't going to bleed out, you know what I mean? But she's not saying it. Because no one wants to say words like, you just say death. You know, stop acting like you're afraid to say death. This is like serious. This is like life or death here. And the doctor with an 8-year degree can't say the word. Hey, yes, she's not going to die, or she's going to die, or just be direct with me and tell me what's going on. So I asked her 3 times. She wouldn't answer me. I mean, she kept answering me. She'd go into this paragraph of thing and never actually answered the only question I asked, right? So the 3rd time I was like, okay, whatever. Because I know there was a big group of doctors coming out in later. You know, I'm like, well, there's going to be a dude in there. I'll ask what's up. What you know, I'm not going to get bitchy with this female doctor or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting now. Okay. So now they come in, the 5 doctors or how many there were, all of them women, all of them women.